All right, Caitlin, thank you very much. And here with us now, Roger Ganem, Assistant Vice President of Legal Affairs at the Liberty Counsel. Roger, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. So you listened to the hearing today. What stood out to you?
Well, Jenna, first, thanks for having me. What stood out today was the justices were very skeptical of the city of Boston's argument that by opening their flagpole to all comers, they can still claim that it's somehow Boston's speech going up on that flagpole. The bottom line is the city of Boston cheated. They claimed that this is their speech, but everyone looking at this policy in practice over the last over a decade knows that Boston has opened a public forum, and it wasn't until a Christian group asked to fly its flag that Boston said no for the first time. So we are very confident that we will get a win in today's case.
You know, it seems by saying the flagpole represents government speech, the city of Boston really did make a big mistake. Could they have played it differently, Roger?
Well, if the city truly wanted to control what flags went up on its flagpole, they would have asked to see the flags, for example, when someone applied to raise a flag. But the city never did that. The record in this case shows that the city never really looked at the flags that were presented or proposed to go up on the flagpole. The city certainly didn't own any of the flags. The city never requested a change to the message that was conveyed on a flag. But it's only because our client, Camp Constitution, wrote in its application that it would fly a Christian flag that the city said no. In fact, the city official who said no testified that if the application had simply said the Camp Constitution flag would be raised, he would have said yes to the application. So clearly this is a discrimination against the Christian viewpoint when literally anyone else's flag could be raised. It's only because the application used the word Christian that the official said no in this case.
Could a decision to allow a Christian flag to fly in a public forum allow for maybe some unintended consequences? You know, for example, will we see a satanic flag flying on Boston City Hall's third flagpole?
That's a great question. And the answer is, if it's a truly public forum, then yes, every viewpoint has to be represented. But that really wouldn't be much of a change. As it stands right now on Boston City Hall Plaza, the big open area outside at City Hall, a satanic group or a group who supports ISIS or Al-Qaeda could also wave their own flag and hold a rally or an event in support of those organizations. So when Boston opens its flagpole to all comers, it has to accept all speech and all viewpoints that are proposed. If Boston wants to control the content on that flagpole, it could easily do so, but that's not what it's done over the last 12 or 13 years.
All right, Roger Ganem with the Liberty Counsel. We appreciate you coming on this evening. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.